Hello again, friends, and welcome back to Triangle Strategy. Real quick before you maximize or tab away, if you could just like the video, I would appreciate it so much. So, we are officially about to meet up with Archduke Gustadolph, which I believe is Frederica's father. But regardless, we're kind of here as an envoy. However, before we continue with the main story, we have a side story down here at Whiteholm Castle. Frani and Cordelia talk about their brother Roland in his absence. Probably just going to be talking about how quiet it is now that he's not there complaining all day.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Again, prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love? I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
But they really don't like him. I'm not entirely sure why. I can joke all day about him being super emo and whiny, but I can't imagine that's why they're complaining about him. All right, we are. Let's go get greeted by Gustadolph. Hopefully he accepts us with open arms. And hopefully we don't have to see the twins. I don't know if they're twins. Can we just say they are? Being Thalos and Erica.
I am Gustadolph, Archduke of Aesfrosti. Allow me to personally welcome you to my nation.
I will allow it.
I hear I am addressing the new Lord of House Wolffort, yes?
Serenoa Wolffort, Your Grace. It is an honor to have an audience with you. On behalf of King Regna and all of Glenbrook, you have our sincere gratitude for your generous contributions to the mining effort.
Consider your gratitude accepted. Avlora informs me that you fought well in the tourney.
I got my ass beat in the final round though, but thank you.
I would much like to see for myself how the legendary Symon's son carries himself in battle.
Damn, are we gonna scrap right here?
I train twice as hard, yet am not half the warrior he is.
It is good that you make such effort. I would expect no less from my brother-in-law to be. Norzelia is changing. The time when matters were settled by blade draws to a close. In the spirit of this age of diplomacy, I would hear your honest thoughts on the mining accord.
Judging by the fact that we are in a combat video game, I think you're wrong, Archduke. I believe in an important alliance that may bring harmony to our three nations. It's a lucrative enterprise that stands to benefit all our nations equally. We cannot shake the fear that our visions do not align, and this fragile alliance may not hold. Well, I did just say that we're in a video game, and it's a combat game, so it's definitely the bottom one. I think it's important to look on the bright side.
It is a lucrative enterprise that stands to benefit all of our nations equally.
So you believe spoils evenly shared will suffice to bring peace? Since when has man ever been content to be equal with his peers?
Gustadolph. There we go.
You believe otherwise, Your Grace?
Allow me to put it this way. I cannot abide those who would impose equality upon others. People deserve freedom. Freedom to earn their own idea of happiness as they see fit. Frederica, do not lose sight of your role in all of this.
Hey, Frederica, do you want to expand on that? What does he mean?
Stand by Serenoa always, and represent Aesfrost with pride and grace.
I shall, brother.
Oh. Brother. Not dad.
Prince Roland, as you have come in secret, I will dispense with formalities.
I appreciate the consideration, Your Grace.
That said, does King Regna not worry that his younger son visits a foreign land on his own?
I am no longer a child, and it is a prince's duty to be worldly.
A fine outlook. In that case, I would show you to the archives.
It holds countless tomes, from the ancient to the new. I dare say it rivals that of Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine.
An intriguing offer, and one I gladly accept.
Lord Wolffort, you and your men are free to join us as well.
Truly, Your Grace?
Are you surprised, Benedict?
I understand the archives hold many a closely guarded secret.
And rest assured, I have no intention of giving those away. But now that we are allies, through mining and marriage alike, a brief tour is more than in order.
Meanwhile.
Beg your pardon, but I heard this is where the
it's
salt flows
Smuggler.
cheap like.
Not here, it doesn't. Go bother someone else.
I'm not asking for my health. Here's an advance.
How much do you need?
Damn, this is shady.
As much as you can spare. I'm good for 10 times what I gave you.
I'm not to sell you now. Come back tonight, money in hand, to the spot marked here.
And I know your face, so don't try anything stupid.
You have my word.
My man be going through a lot of trouble just because he didn't have enough salt on his french fries.
That looks like the spot on the map. Just there.
I think that's why salt is so important in this world. It's got nothing to do with the curing or preservation properties of it. I think Glenbrook has an excess of potatoes, meaning people need their salt. Wait, did he give him a map that's just like right over here on the other side of town?
Right then, Sycras. I've got the location for you. This is where they do their dirty work.
I knew you were the man for the job. Excellent work, Rudolph.
My name's cleared then, yeah? I'll be pardoned?
You can officially partake in reindeer games.
You have my word. That said, our forces are stretched quite thin this evening. We'll need you to assist in apprehending them as well.
Risk my life in exchange for a pardon? Are you mad?
We need you. These fiends are swindling the poor, selling them impure salt mixed with all manner of unsavory things. They must be jailed at all costs.
Is that how we spell jailed now? Do I not know the meaning of this word? What the hell? Hold on. We're looking that up right now. Okay, I looked it up. And that is a correct-ish way of spelling jailed. But damn, they are really trying hard to sell that this game is antique. We'll say that.
Fine. I'll help you bring him in.
Glad to hear it. You're too good a man to be branded a criminal.
Don't you flatter me after all this. You saw him, didn't you? They don't work alone. An operation like this ain't run by one man. And last I checked, we're only 2.
We'll assemble reinforcements.
All the other reindeer. You gotta lead the way, though, Rudolph.
What an astounding collection of tomes.
The sum of Norzelia's knowledge, including volumes thought lost or banned outright in other nations.
I did not expect to see so many people in a facility so important.
Each and every one is a scholar, conducting important research in their field of expertise.
Scholars? All of them?
Brother gives no thought to background, gender, or social status during the selection process. All in Aesfrost are given equal opportunity, provided they show desire and aptitude.
Of course, we prize ability above all else. So long as they produce results, they are free to research as they please.
Most open-minded approach.
Indeed.
I see now how Aesfrost arrives at its marvels of engineering.
This portion contains the collected writings on metallurgy and our nation's rich history with iron. Our ancestors were but a tribe of impoverished hunters until the man who would become our first Archduke discovered iron. Iron changed our lives. It transformed the way we worked, farmed, built, and fought. The history of iron is the history of Aesfrost. It is our pride and joy, the engine that drives us.
My father told us that Aesfrost is made of iron, that neither its people nor weapons would bend.
Just so, Prince Roland.
Your Grace.
Hey, Sycras was the guy that was talking to Rudolph.
Forgive me the interruption. I have unfortunate news regarding the issue of which we spoke.
So you require reinforcements. Say no more.
Oh, we get to go fight with Rudolph.
Then there was the matter of the pardon.
On which my thinking has not changed. We will speak no more of this.
What is his thinking, I wonder?
Understood.
They would not have worded that so ambiguously if there wasn't something else happening behind the scenes there.
Honored guests, I would consult with you on an important matter. This is Sycras, commander of Aesfrost's constabulary.
I get to be Santa Serenoa, I think.
Has something happened?
We have discovered an illicit salt trade operating within our borders. Yet we lack, at the moment, the manpower to address it. Might we have your assistance in apprehending the scuffle?
Why, I would...
Lord Serenoa, matters of salt are fraught. I advise you not to engage without a clear strategy.
I understand it is a complex issue. Needless to say, I would not force this upon you.
Sounds simple to me. Just bringing some criminals to justice, yeah? I say aye, my lord.
I'm with Erador here.
I concur. What better way to thank His Grace for a tour of the archives?
I don't know if they need something and it's relatively simple that we can provide it. I don't really see a reason why we wouldn't do this. To get in good graces with the Archduke.
Then it is settled. We shall help you.
I could not be more thankful. Sycras, brief our friends on the situation.
Of course, Your Grace. Come, I shall show you to the garrison.
Constable Sycras, in charge of maintaining the peace of Aesfrost, has a secret matter to discuss with Serenoa. Santanoa, maybe? As we follow Rudolph into the fray. Christmas is metal this year.
I'm honored to have House Wolffort fight at our side.
As I am happy to be of service. Now then, what is the situation?
You sound thrilled.
Eisen's successive salt taxes have given rise to an illicit salt trade that plagues the duchy.
I have heard tell that the tariffs are exorbitant, but I've not heard a price.
Let it suffice to say that the cost of a single handful of salt could feed a family for a month.
Good heavens.
As such, demand for salt, even impure or stolen, is nigh on infinite.
A crime, to be sure, but a necessary evil for the poor. Tight regulation risks drawing their ire.
Perhaps we should not have agreed to this so readily.
Indeed. The Archduke has a sharp mind and a silver tongue.
My brother may appear generous and open-minded, but one should never feel too safe around him.
I did kind of get that vibe when he was talking about how we should never impose equality.
I was too eager, my lord. And for that, I apologize.
I'm still with you though, Erador.
I was the one who agreed. Fraught as the matter is, I could not refuse the Archduke to his face.
Illicit salt trade would threaten the salt revenue on which the duchy depends. Thus, they feel they must intervene, correct?
Precisely. We understand the plight of the people without question. On matters of maintaining order, however, we cannot waver, lest seams in the social fabric be rent asunder.
I understand the circumstances and wish to reiterate that you have our support. How would you employ us?
Our spy has already discovered where the smugglers operate. A transaction is to occur tonight. We shall make a move once our spy lures the smugglers into the open.
Understood. Then we shall familiarize ourselves with the town by nightfall.
Once night falls, follow the glowing red light. Best get my bearings. Perhaps we'll walk around the city and the archives is in order. Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase and may be selling rare items you'll not find at the provisioner or in the encampment. It'd be wise to speak with any shopkeepers you meet. I will be speaking with everyone. I have a duty to stamp out the illicit salt trade, no matter how much ire I draw from the people in doing so. What good is the rule of law if I allow this to continue unhindered? Duchy would all but collapse. Okay, good talk. They'll pay you for as much iron as you can haul out of the mine, but it's not easy money. It comes with a tax paid in sweat and blood. Only in Aesfrost can you go to sleep a pauper and awake richer than a prince. The Archduke respects our independence. It is our duty to prove that we're worthy of such trust. Proper salt is expensive, yeah? But don't worry, I can save you some money, if you like. Ooh, that's the smuggler. A G has wares. Hello, old lady, are you aware? Oh, hi, kitty cat. Old lady, are you aware that they're running an illegal salt ring directly in front of your house? You know the Duchy's army has a contingent mounted on hawks. Makes fighting over the mountains easier, see? Strategist old lady. I did know that. Oh, it's Rudolph! You reckon they'll actually pardon me? Guess I'll find out, seeing as I've already agreed to help. I don't think they will. The Archduke was not sounding overly forward about that. We must tighten security in the city. If we stop even one sale of illicit salt, it will be worth it. Our spy tells us an illegal sale will take place here this very evening. Anything back here? No. That looks so promising. Little Purple Riding Hood. Everyone knows that Lord Svarig is Archduke Gustadolph's uncle, sure. What they don't know is that he'll never be Archduke, for he's the son of a concubine, so... Well, let's just leave it at that. If he's the uncle... Are there more than one Archduke? There's only one, right? Am I wrong about how that all works? How do I get down? I need to talk to this fellow. The itinerant merchant. Welcome, how can I be of service today? We want to buy things. I don't know what we want to buy. Are these single-use items? They have to be. I'm not going to use a single-use item to deal magic damage. That's crazy. I do feel like we should buy one of each of these materials, though. Didn't we run out? Yeah, I think we ran out at the encampment. I don't know if we ran out of money or if they ran out of supplies, but now we have that taken care of. Can I walk across this? I can. That does not look like I should... Oh, I can jump across it. That makes more sense. The duchy spends a small fortune on salt imports, given the distance. Salt itself is ever more expensive, so they hire guards to protect it. And guards need to be paid. That cost is passed to the people. General of Vlora's predecessor was a woman as well. She retired after the Salt Iron War. But she was a warrior, the likes of which we'd never see again. Until General of Vlora took her place, that is. Rumor has it, she's the second coming. She is a monster. Which are the Aesfrosti Archives? No. We have baby girl over here that needs talking to. Where's she at? There's she at. Frederica, how's it going? How are you finding the duchy, Serenoa? Has anything about our way of life caught your attention? Yeah, this is the first thing that caught my attention, so we're gonna go with it. For all the freedom you enjoy, I could not help but notice the poverty of the people. I shan't deny it. Many of them say the salt tariffs drove them to ruin. Building our society around iron mining and smelting has made us mighty, but not invulnerable. And people are not guaranteed to find work at high wages, for example. We grant the freedom of opportunity, not success. Freedom and meritocracy do not easily mix, I see. Alright, where are we going? Have we talked to you yet? You at? Constabulary is conspicuously present, no doubt watching for signs of illegal salt trading. Well, let's Let's have us a gander up top. Ooh. Yeah, let's examine. Oh, we got a firestone. There was no evidence that something was there. Find the ironworks. Our pride and joy over in the Ironstone. The heat from it is what keeps us going. And the heat is the thing, see? It's what gives our iron the strength it's known for. That man is clearly a master smelter. This path leads to the Ironstone. I cannot let you pass. Lord Dragon is desperate to make his grand entrance on the political stage. We're desperate for his actions to match his ambition. Not that Thalos will formally recognize him anyhow. Dragon's on the wrong side of a fork in the bloodline, 2 generations back. Does Thalos have to recognize him? How do I get down? Let's go this way. Heading into the archives. Let's see what's in here. I used to see a rather eccentric woman in here all the time. She's not shown her face in many moons now. She was incredibly fond of rocks, as I recall, and intelligent beyond her years. I wonder what became of her. She sounds like a future party member. You'll find no greater example of our ironworking prowess than the armor that adorns the Black Irons. No other nation can match our output of our foundries. We aim to keep it that way. Spoken like a true soldier, I cannot deny him pride in the Duchy's achievements. No doubt the Black Irons are as formidable as he claims. Salt and meats to notes. The Goddess of Salt's teachings tell us that the Roselle must bear the stain of their collective sins from birth. Okay. I wonder what their collective sins are. Duchy takes great pains to open wide the gates of knowledge and education. People are free to pursue their studies as they see fit, and any may rise to prominence on their own merits, regardless of station. This is undoubtedly one of the Duchy's strengths. Also seems to be one of their downfalls. The sheer number of tomes in the archives can be overwhelming as it is, and yet there are even more that never see the light of day. A collection of tightly restricted works rests beneath the main archives. One needs special dispensation to even lay eyes on them. There's a shiny over here that we need to get. Oh, a magic ring. That's pretty cool. Added children's textbook. Salt and Norzelia to notes. We will be reading those at the end. Salt deficiencies. Headaches, reduced circulation, palpitations of the heart. Severe cases resulted in patients losing consciousness. May I never again see destruction like that, the Salt Iron War unleashed upon Norzelia. It took many moons for the Duchy and the Holy State to rebuild their capitals and domains in the aftermath. I shudder to think what would have become of the continent had Glenbrook not intervened. Yeah, we are the heroes. Don't forget it. Oh, more sparkle. More sparkle. Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 1, to notes. Okay. This guy looks like Link. That can't be on accident. Come to study the mining techniques of the Aesfrosti, seeing as we'll be working side by side in the mines. Oh, he's from Glenbrook. And study I shall. Every tome I've opened has so much to teach me. Good thing too, seeing as they pride themselves on their mining. Roland. You heard the story of General of Laura. The duchy soldiers are to be believed. She began as a lowly foot soldier and rose all the way to general. Clearly, might and skill carry one quite far in the duchy. I'd wager she's no match for the Dawnspear, but she's a force to be reckoned with. We watched her fight in the tournament. She gave the Dawnspear a solid run for his money. Oh, this guy in. All of us are researchers, yes. Ah, but what sort? And what truths do we pursue, Ask, and you may not find a common answer among us. Some shift focus as it suits the army. Others pursue a single academic thread for decades. Tell me, as someone not of the duchy, how would you use such a collection of finely honed intellects? I think the top one is for sure the correct answer for this. Research leads to wisdom that lasts for generations. All of it is worthwhile. This is how I feel that humanity has evolved. Due to knowledge and technical advances and whatnot, humanity kind of fell out of the survival of the fittest style of evolution. And our new evolution, the way that we are now evolving as a species, is coming from being able to pass down that increased knowledge. This I believe, as the lord of my domain. I expected no less from the lord of the most famous high house in all Glenbrook. You speak your mind where few others would dare. You're quite right, good sir. Absent unfettered research, I doubt our forebears would have blessed us with the gift of the foundries. May I be so lucky as to repay my debt to them with an equally worthy contribution to our great society. I think that is everybody. So here's what we're going to do. We have some more notes we will read before we wrap up. Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 1. The Kingdom of Glenbrook's crown city is situated along the banks of the Norzelia River. Once plagued by frequent deadly floods, previous monarchs oversaw projects to control the river's flow, transforming the capital into the idyllic city people know today. A bustling town in crystalline waters dotted with merchant ships from all over the realm. There is no more fitting image for a kingdom of commerce. To top it all off, Whiteholm Castle has come to be known as Norzelia's most picturesque palace. There's more to the castle than its beautiful exterior. Genius feats of engineering went into constructing such a mammoth in the middle of the river, which becomes the castle's best defense in the moment the bridge is raised. Out of all castles ever built over Norzelia's storied history, there's no question that Whiteholm is the most impressive. And Whiteholm would be where the tournament was held in a couple episodes ago. Where the king resides and whatnot. And the condition of salt in Norzelia. What is something that humans absolutely cannot survive without? Yes, that is water, and I assume that's going to be salt. Water is easy enough to come by. Our realm is crisscrossed by rivers, and it is a simple matter to dig a well. Salt, on the other hand, is exceedingly rare. In all of Norzelia, it can be found only in question B, which I believe the source can only be found in the source, located in the vast deserts of Azant. Let's see. Hey, the source. Answer B. All salt is regulated by... This one I do not know, but looking down below, the Norzelia Consortium, which is the peace treaty. How much it costs at the market changes depending on how much salt tax is added, which is figured from factors such as production and manufacturing expenses. Finally, salt and meat. My predecessor once asked me what the most delicious thing in all the realm was. The answer? Salt. Imagine what food would taste like without those little grains of flavor. Then, my predecessor asked what the most disgusting thing in all the realm was. The answer? Salt. Imagine what food would taste like under a mountain of the stuff. I recall this conversation every time I make cured meats. Too little salt and those rich flavors we crave will never develop. Too much, and the result will be nigh inedible. And yet it is one of life's greatest mysteries that curing meats in brine has nothing to do with how salty it will turn out. I am no believer in the goddess's teachings, but I cannot help but wonder if perhaps she has some hand in this phenomenon. Another of life's greatest mysteries is how exquisitely a glass of red wine pairs with perfectly salted, sautéed meals and cheese on rye. On that note, guys, I think we are finished up for the day. Thanks so much for joining me into the Aesfrosti region and exploring the tomes with me. I am looking forward to following Rudolph's Red Nose into the night. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.